Welcome to Bayes University, Abuja, Nigeria, with a legacy of excellence and a vision for nurturing future leaders. Bayes University is in a league of its own. We're all about our people, processes, and technology.
Bayes is one of the highly rated universities in Nigeria in terms of product quality standards.
We don't just produce graduates, but groom people into employers of labor.
And it has made us understand that learning is all about three things. We learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital offers a range of specialized services equipped with the latest technology, manned by a team of trusted professionals. And now, our vision extends beyond our walls with the Baba Ahmed University in Kano following our lead. Join us at Bayes University and invest in your future today.
Bayes University is the institution that you will get the best value for money education in Nigeria.
Bayes University. Learn to live.
On Global TV News Express, Rivers government announces date for local government elections. Court dismisses Nnamdi Kanu's 31 billion naira suit against the federal government. In business, Cardoso urges West Africa to unite for financial growth. Customs seizes arms ammunition worth 2 billion naira from Turkey. On the foreign scene, U.S. Supreme Court rules on Trump's immunity Monday, and in sports, Sabalenka withdraws from Wimbledon with injury. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Uyi Agbofwebe. Vice President Kashim Shettima has reiterated the federal government's commitment to the advancement, security and welfare of citizens. The Vice President gave the assurance when he led a federal government delegation to offer condolences to Minister of State for Police Affairs Imam Suleiman Ibrahim in Kefi, Nasarawa State Capital. The minister lost his mother, Ms. Aisha Suleiman Danladi, on Thursday at the age of 66. Shettima, who represented President Bola Tinubu, was accompanied by the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, and the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Dr. Emmanuel Akabe. The Nigerian Air Force has refuted claims that its helicopter crashed in the early hours of today in Tami village located in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State. Spokesman for the Nigerian Air Force, Edward Gaboit, in a statement said it was unmanned aerial vehicle and not a helicopter as earlier believed. Gaboit said the unmanned aerial vehicle experienced a mishap after takeoff for a mission at a location near Rumji village and about 15 kilometers from the base. He said since it is an unmanned vehicle, there were no casualties on board or on the ground. In the wake of the incident, a team of Air Force personnel from the Nigerian Air Force Air Training Center and 401 Flying School were said to have condoned off the scene to secure the area for emergency rescue operations and investigate the cause of the crash. River State's Independent Electoral Commission has officially announced that local government elections will be held on October 5th, 2024. This decision comes after a series of consultations and preparations to ensure a free, fair, and credible electoral process. At least 2 more victims of the bomb attacks in Gwoza town in Borno State have lost their lives while receiving treatment at the State Specialist Hospital in Maiduguri, the state capital. Acting Governor of the state, Alhaji Umar Kadafor, made this known in an interview with reporters during a visit to the hospital. Governor Babagana Zulum is currently in Pakistan on a business trip alongside his Borno and Adamawa State's counterparts, Mayor Malaboni and Umar Fintiri. Kadafor said out of the 42 injured victims who were admitted to the hospital, 16 of them have been discharged, while 24 were currently receiving treatment in the hospital. Let's change to other stories now. Justice James Omotosho of a Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed the fundamental human rights suit filed by the detained leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, against the federal government. Kanu in the suit is seeking 1 billion naira in damages from the Attorney General of the Federation and the Department of State Services for alleged right violation. Kanu in the suit claimed that the DSS and his Director General violated his rights to a fair hearing by allegedly preventing his lawyers from having unhindered interactions with him where he is being detained in preparation for his defense in his criminal trial. Omotosho, while delivering a judgment on the suit, held that Kanu failed to provide credible evidence to sustain his claims that his interactions with his lawyers were interfered with, that he was denied unhindered access to his lawyers, and that the DSS officials had eavesdropped on his conversations with his lawyers, which constituted a breach of his rights to a fair hearing. The Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adeniyi, has unveiled a cache of intercepted arms and ammunition imported from Turkey. Adeniyi, while speaking at a press conference in the Nigeria Customs Service Area 2 Command in Onne, River State, stated that the weapons were contained in a 40-feet container intercepted at the Onne port in River State. Also intercepted were drugs worth over 2 billion naira, while the arms and ammunition were worth over 2 billion naira as well. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has set up a disciplinary panel to investigate 2 operatives accused of assaulting a woman during a raid in a hotel in Lagos State. A spokesman, Dele Oyewale, who said this in a statement in Abuja, noted that the errant officers were to appear before the panel today. Oyewale noted that the EFCC chairman, Ola Olukoyede, set up the disciplinary team to look into the case of the 2 errant officers of the commission who allegedly assaulted a female staff of the regional hotel Ojo in Lagos. The Nasarawa State government says it has recorded 29 suspected cases of cholera in the Kokona and Nasarawa Egon local government areas of the state. Commissioner for Health, Gaza Gwanma, made this known while speaking at the opening of a 3-day workshop on reproductive, maternal, and child health being hosted by Rotary International in Akwanga local government area of the state. The commissioner explained that in the past few weeks, Kokona local government area had recorded 19 suspected cases of cholera, while Nasarawa Egon local government area had 10 cases. He regretted that one of the patients in the Nasarawa Egon local government area died while being treated in a healthcare facility in the area. Minister of Police Affairs, Senator Ibrahim Gaidam, is intervening in the ongoing face-off between the Police Service Commission and the Nigeria Police Force. After concluding the recruitment exercise, the Police Service Commission on June 4 had released the list of 10,000 successful applicants for constable and specialist cadre roles in the Nigeria Police Force. 11 days later, however, the police rejected the lists over allegation that the recruitment exercise was marred by corruption and irregularities. No fewer than 21 states in the country are currently without duly elected local government councils. These states are running the affairs of local government councils with caretaker committees appointed by state governors. This is contained in the provisions of Section 7 of the 1999 Constitution, which guarantees the operation of local government by democratically elected officials. These are 774 local government areas in the country, but the efficiency of the third tier of government has been hampered by the actions of some governors who have been accused of mismanaging funds meant for the administration of local governments. Nigerians have demanded greater transparency and accountability from government regarding its spending priorities. This is in response to the alleged plan of the Senate to approve purchase of jets for President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashif Shettima. You're watching News Express coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on StarTimes, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles as you now see on your screen. When the news returns, Nigeria's capital importation rises by 210% to $3.37 billion in first quarter of 2024. We have details of these and other stories for you right after this break. To stay with us.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight.
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
With every government and introduction of new policies, businesses of all kinds and sizes seize the opportunity to evolve and redefine themselves. Business Point on global television is where we follow the money and put the facts and figures right in front of you. Watch Business Point every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. as Kikelamo Okeri tracks all the latest developments across critical sectors. Business Point, this is business.
Are you ready to be entertained like never before? Get ready to dive into the latest and greatest entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more, all on Entertainment Circle on global television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chung Animal Joseph on global television.
Bringing you a live broadcast of News Express with Thuya Agumofwebe. Thank you for staying with us. Now let's take you to the foreign scene, where the United States Supreme Court is expected to rule today on the most highly anticipated decision of its term, a ruling for the ages on whether Donald Trump, as a former president, is immune from prosecution. Even if the ruling is likely to reject Trump's claim he should enjoy absolute immunity, the decision will be key in whether his trial for conspiring to overturn his 2020 election loss can go ahead before this year's election, in which he is the Republican candidate. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his country is ending the intense phase of the war on Gaza. However, fighting continues to rage as Israeli troops and tanks advance into Shuja'iyah in the north and Rafah in the south. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu says his country is ending the war and it signals a shift of focus to the simmering conflicts on the country's northern border with Lebanon. Now time to take a look at business for you. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Cardoso, has called for more regional collaboration to strengthen financial stability and growth in the West African region. The governor made the call at the 10th meeting of the College of Supervisors for Non-Bank Financial Institutions in Abuja. The event, hosted by the West African Monetary Institute, gathered regulators, policymakers, and financial experts from across the region to discuss critical issues facing the non-bank financial sector in West Africa. In his address, Cardoso underscored the importance of regional collaboration in strengthening financial stability and promoting economic growth within the West African Monetary Zone. Nigeria's total capital importation rose by 210.16% in the first quarter of 2024 from $1.08 billion recorded in the fourth quarter of last year to $3.37 billion in the period under review. This is according to the National Bureau of Statistics capital importation reports in the first quarter of 2024. When compared to the corresponding quarter of last year, capital importation increased by 198.06% in the first quarter of the current year. Minister of Agriculture, Senator Abubakar Kyari, says the government of Saudi Arabia has expressed interest in setting up manufacturing factories in Nigeria for farming. The Minister of Agriculture, Kyari, said the government of Saudi Arabia has expressed this interest in setting up the manufacturing factories for farming equipment, which he made in a statement on his X account following a meeting with stakeholders from the Middle East. He said the aim was to support Nigeria's agricultural sector through mechanization by establishing the plants in the country. He also noted that the Middle Eastern country has pledged to purchase from Nigeria 200,000 metric tons of red meat annually, as well as 1 million tons of soya. The federal government has threatened to terminate the contracts of Julius Berger and China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, CCECC, over the handling of the Calabar-Itu Road project. Minister of Works, David Umai, gave the two construction companies 1 week to mobilize the site or face termination of their contract. Speaking in Uyo, the state capital, in a stakeholders' engagement on the alignment of Section B and 4 of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, Umahi gave the contractors marching orders to mobilize the site, saying President Bola Tinubu has released enough funds for the projects. And that's a wrap on the news here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. At the top of the hour, we'll bring you the desk here on Global Television. I'm Uyag Mofegwe. I'll see you soon.